Okay, so what is force? Force is what? Push and pull of an object, and the object should also has to move. Then that force is known as what? Valid force. If we are applying lot of force and the body is not moving, then that force is known as what, beta? Invalid force. Understood, dear? Any doubt?
No.
So from this movement, what does it mean? The new term comes, that is what is known as what? Acceleration. Body should have to accelerate. Now, what do you mean by this word acceleration, beta? Tell me.
Moving in a certain direction with speed, with a certain speed.
Moving in some different direction. That is also correct. And anything else? Speed. You said speed word. Yes, you have used this word. Speed also you have used it now.
Yeah.
No, no speed. See, there is a big. If you have used this word, then I have to tell you difference between speed and velocity. First, you have to understand what is speed. Can you please tell me, dear?
The amount the the amount of time it takes from one object to another.
Object or the same object?
The same object to get from one place to another.
Okay. Almost okay at your age, but little bit should improvement should have to be happened. See, speed is what? How much if I am talking about this car? Okay, my car is traveling from home to the office. The car has reached from home to the office, and the distance between the home to the office is how much? 100 kilometer. 100
Oh,
kilometers.
the meters per kilometer. So how many kilometers per hour you drive is your speed?
Correct. Now you get the point. So speed is what? How much distance my body has traveled and how much, and it has taken 2 hours to complete this. And the how much time my body has traveled, how much distance my body has traveled in how much time. That is what your speed is. Distance covered in that particular period of time zone. Is this clear? But what do you mean by the word velocity? Velocity is beta. See, speed you can see with the help of your speedometer. With speedometer. नहीं पता बेटा. Dinosaurs. With the help of speedometer, you can understand. Speedometer is there na in our car. From initial it is always 0, then it increases up till 150, 200 according to the limits of your car. Correct? Correct? So that is from there we can understand that what is the, if it is indicating here 80 kilometer per hour, it means my car is traveling at what? 80 kilometer per hour. Okay, so speed is what? Speed is what? Speed is my total distance covered upon total time taken. Velocity is what? How much my body has done what? Displacement. And in how much time? Now, what do you mean by this word displacement? This is new for you? Is it new for you or you have studied in the earlier classes?
No, I'm not sure what displacement is.
Displacement.
Ma'am,
Yeah, say Bitu.
I wanted to actually say that I'm in year 11, so I could just learn a lot of hard topics.
Okay. Because you are studying force now, so force is equals to formula is mass into acceleration.
Mhm.
Okay. You can see in your book also this formula is there. So for acceleration, first you have to understand what is velocity is. Because acceleration is what? Change in velocity upon change in time. This is new for you. I fully understand. But if you are studying physics, a little bit of extra things if you will study apart from your syllabus, that will be good for you in your upcoming classes. Correct, dear?
Yeah.
Right? Knowledge doesn't fail. It gains only. Correct, beta?
Hmm.
That's why I am focusing you in this, because acceleration, before that you have to understand what is velocity. For that, you have to understand what is the difference between speed and velocity, why we are taking these two terms. Though we are taking about here is displacement and here is your distance. Okay, understood, beta?
Yeah.
Now, displacement is beta shortest distance. Shortest distance my body has traveled. Shortest distance. You always walk long cut, or you always want to be a shortcut?
Hmm.
Hey, Ara, if you
Yeah.
have to go to school, you will take the long cut or the shortcut,
Short.
obviously. So if my body has traveled 100 kilometers, this is a plain road. That's why the shortest distance is also what? 100 meter, 100 kilometer. But if suppose body has traveled here, and then reach here, then this will be your shortest distance, na beta?
Yes.
Correct? The
Hmm.
shortest distance is known as what? Displacement. And distance will be what? This. Total, complete distance the body has traveled. That is your distance. Because the speed is also showing like this. Understood? And change in velocity. That is initial and your final. Are you getting the point or not? Initial
Yes.
is known as what? Starting point.
Hmm.
Initial is known as what? Starting point. Initial and final. Final is what? Ending point. Where my car has been stopped. Initial to your final. How much what is the velocity of my body? With respect to time is known as what? Your acceleration. Understood?
Hmm.
It's little bit difficult for you, isn't it?
No. No.
No. Sure.
Yeah.
Ara, I'm not getting the
Yes.
I'm not getting the confidence that you have understood. Tell me. First of all, you tell me now what is velocity?
Velocity is the shortest distance you can travel divided by how much time it took.
Very good. And what affects in the acceleration? So what is acceleration?
Be increasing or decreasing in the speed of which you travel.
So acceleration is what? How much my body. Wait a minute. I'm adding one more page for acceleration. I'm teaching you first acceleration also. See, acceleration means what? Suppose initially my body is being traveled 10 kilometer per hour. So this is my velocity of my body. Okay, initial velocity. Fine. I'm not saying, I will not teach you this one. Initial velocity is how much?
10 kilometer per hour.
Yes. Now body has been traveled from here to here. Now the final velocity of my body is 20 kilometer per hour. Okay. Now, the time taken by the body to reach my final destination is 2 seconds or 2 hours. Take it as a 2 hour. So how much will be my acceleration? What I said? Acceleration is change in velocity. Change in velocity. If you want, you can write it down here also. Change in velocity upon change in time. Understood? So change in velocity means what? Final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. And final velocity is how much, beta?
20 kilometer per hour.
Very good. Our initial velocity is how much, beta?
10 kilometer per hour.
Very good. And time taken is how much?
2 hours.
Now you understood. What is acceleration? Now you understood, beta? Tell me if you understood then. Otherwise, I will teach you again.
The
Beta?
change in your velocity and the change in your time and how long it takes to reach your certain destination.
Properly you have understood, because I can't feel the confidence in your voice. Properly?
So acceleration is change in velocity upon change in time.
Correct. Okay?
Okay.
Get out. Now come to my force, because first is my force topic. So force is equals to what? Force depends upon the mass. Force also depends upon the acceleration. Suppose if I drop a ball from certain height. Okay. I have dropped a ball from 20th floor, suppose. The ball will go down with some acceleration, and this acceleration is equal to what? Gravitational.
Pull.
Gravitational. Have you heard this word? Gravitational.
Yes.
Very good. Then the acceleration is what? Instead of A, my acceleration will become what? Gravitational acceleration. That time it won't be the simple acceleration. Then it will, small g is known as what? Gravitational acceleration. Understood?
Yeah.
Okay. So then if I are talking about something is falling from certain height, then we will say that F is equals to mg. This thing is little bit higher version according to your age. Correct?
So ma'am, what would you learn if this was 12th grade science?
No, this is not 12th grade science. This is 7th grade science. But I hope so you are from IGCSE board, right? Or ICSE. No, ICSE board is not there. IGCSE board or CBSE?
No. GCSE.
GCSE. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah, say it too.
if I was learning 12th grade physics,
You are not learning 12th grade. You are not learning 12th grade. You are learning just the 7th and 8th grade of physics.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying if I was learning, the what would we be covering?
Then the numericals will come, baby. Difficult numericals. Up till class 10th, you have very little numericals is there. But as you jump to class 11th and 12th, big numericals will be there. The concept will be the same, but the numericals will be there. Because of that reason, students cares from physics when they enter in class 11, because they don't have the habit now of solving the numericals. Are you getting the point or not? And they forgot the basic concepts also, whatever they have studied in the earlier classes. Same thing is repeating, beta. There is nothing extra. Little bit extra is there. But if you are talking about this, same thing will repeat there. But the numerical will be difficult. But if you understand the concept, the numerical is also easy for you. Understood, beta?
Yeah.
So don't scare for class 11, 12. 11, 12 is also easy. If you start your preparation, because nowadays kids are so active that I have the student of class 9th and 10th, they are preparing for class 11, 12 syllabus also. Okay. But now, force is of so many types, just like force types. Okay, I'm taking one more page. Add page. Types of forces. You know, force are of how many types? Can you please
Yes.
tell me?
So like friction,
Very good.
gravitational pull,
Gravitational pulling, gravitational force. That's it. Very good.
then resistance, air resistance, water resistance.
That is also known as air resistance is known as drag force and water resistance is known as upthrust.
Hmm.
Very good.
And then
Okay, this is
obviously
for what?
pull.
Water resistance force. Water resistance force. Okay.
Hmm.
Water resistance force is known as what? Upthrust. Drag force is what? Air resistance force. Understood?
Hmm. Yes.
Anything else?
Push and pull.
That is known as force. Then any idea? You know magnets also attract each other.
Oh yeah, magnetism force. Magnetism.
Magnetism
force.
means magnetic force.
Hmm.
Okay. More. You know electricity. In electricity, charges are also moving.
Yeah.
That is known as what? Electrostatic force.
Hmm. Hmm. So
This is new
force.
for you.
No.
Oh, then why didn't you say? See,
No.
Ara?
Sometimes I just forgot.
It happens. Same. When I'm a small kid, right? We have a habit to forget everything.
Hmm.
Now, do you know about frictional force? Any idea?
Yes. So
What?
when two objects collide, friction is the force which is created to slow them down. Like if you're riding a car on the street and if it's probably a rough road, friction would create and it would slow your car down.
Very good. So, we will study about frictional force first. See, if we are talking about the body, okay, there is two type of forces are applying on this body. One is the static frictional force, and another is what your dynamic frictional force. Is this there in your book? Just check it out. It will be.
I don't think it is.
It's not there because you are no. It is in class eight. You are in eighth, na beta. 8th or 7th, baby? Tell me, Ara.
No, I'm in year 7, grade 6.
Then forget about this thing. Forget about this thing.
I can still learn.
You want to learn?
Hmm.
That's my boy. Now see here. The body wants to remain at rest position if this body, this is a 10 kg of brick. Suppose this brick will move if I apply the 12 Newton. Acha, force SI unit is what? Newton. This thing
Newton. It's measured in Newton.
by hurt, denoted by N. This is the SI unit of force. So if this brick will move when we apply 12.5 or 12 or 13, 14, whatever, then the brick will move. But if I applied a force here, suppose 8 Newton of force, the body will remain at rest position. The body will not move. So from the surface, the body will give what? Frictional force. Which frictional force? Static. Static means remain as it is. Remains in rest position. Each and every body wants to remain at rest position. If you are cycling, that time also your tire wants to be remain at rest position. So when you apply a brake, automatically cycle stops. Correct? If it is a frictional surface. If it is not, then the body will remain. Whenever you will apply brake, then also body slides. Correct? Correct or not? So that is known as what? Static friction. Now, if I apply 30 Newton of force, then the body starts moving, and the frictional force which is applied on the body, that is known as what? Dynamic friction. Understood? Understood, beta? Or any doubt? So frictional for applied force. This thing is very, very important, beta. Up till class 12, applied force is always equal and opposite in direction. Opposite in direction of your what? Of your frictional force.
So friction will always act in the opposite way of the object that's moving.
If there is a banana peel, you are walking, what will happen? You slip because your applied force is this direction, and banana peel is what? Frictionless surface. So there is no friction. If there is no friction, then automatically we slips down. Na? It means these two forces are not same. Two forces are opposite, but they are not equal. If they are not equal, the body falls down. Understood, beta? Okay. Is that enough for the demo? Because I have a class of 12th standard. That's why.